Hello and welcome back, TheCunnyFunts. That's if an announcer was to start these games off. Today, we are playing Walsalll in the first round of the Johnstone Paint Trophy. This is a different competition. Much like the Capital One Cup, I assume it's a single elimination, because this is a cup competition. And we're at home, and we are playing Walsalll. Today, I thought I would give Reed, the hero of the last game, the opportunity to start with his beautiful blonde hair. And we're going to give Big Conzo a break. So he's on the bench, Big Conzo is, but Reed is filling in his place, and I am confident. We're definitely resting our guys because we have a very, very big fixture against Portsmouth on the weekend, and Portsmouth is currently undefeated in the league, much like Plymouth is. And we want to win. We want to be clear atop the table. So we are resting some guys today because this is not a priority trophy. Ooh, but Reed in the 4th minute. Oh yes, he's a hero. I'm gonna have to give him way more playing time because every time he's on the pitch with his beautiful blonde hair, he is just radiant. We haven't gotten to what I want to talk about today. I'm going to do a Q&A today, but we were interrupted by something amazing, and that was a goal. But let's get to us. We're doing a Questionably awesome today via Plymouth Argyle. So let's get to these questions. The first question is, how do you deal with loneliness or not knowing anyone? Well, that's two separate things. I'm going to start with the not knowing anyone. My suggestion for you... Oh, what a clearance. My suggestion for you, if you don't know anyone, is to let yourself get to know people. A lot of times getting to know people is luck of the draw, and I found using the situations that you currently find yourself in to get to know people. The people that are in that... Oh my gosh, Reed. No, but yeah, if you don't know people, the solution is to then get to know people and let yourself get to know people. Dallas, but that's up to you. As for the dealing with loneliness part, because even if you know people, you might still be feeling lonely. As for the dealing with loneliness part, know that, there are so many humans, okay, and even though you might not be getting the best interactions with those humans, there's so much going on. Oh my gosh, Reed with his second goal of the game in the 15th minute. Oh my gosh, Reed, you are in our starting lineup officially in our starting lineup. But like anything, it's about thinking positively, especially with loneliness. And this is something it's hard to do when you're feeling lonely. But look at it like, there are people in your life, regardless of how lonely you feel. There are people in your life, and you need to kind of get yourself out of that lonely funk by forcing yourself to interact with these people. And that's how I found, is sort of like almost convincing yourself that you're not lonely in a way. But it's really about attacking life aggressively optimistic, and that's been my solution to it. Right now, I look at my life, and I'm kind of lonely overall, but I know that it's for a reason, Brett Ball. To Reed? No, man, what a hat trick. If we got a hat trick, hold on, we might get that. No, we're not going to get that. But yes, be aggressively optimistic, because, things aren't going to get better unless you think they're going to get better. If you only think they're going to get worse, then they only are going to get worse. Mind over matter, then. Right, that's the solution. Let's get to the next question. 5 tips you'd give yourself 6 years ago. Ooh, 6 years ago, I'd be 14, so I would be entering high school. And I guess the first tip I would give myself is to always question everything that you're doing. Question everything you're doing, and question why you're doing it, and make sure you're doing it for the right reasons. When I was a freshman in high school, I was still doing some stuff and participating in activities that I kind of felt that I had to be participating in, and I didn't find a way out of that, and not until the end of that year. So that's tip number 1. Tip number 2 would be don't try to be friends with people you don't want to be friends with. Hold on, Dallas. Hold on. Oh, that was not a good shot. Don't try to be friends with people you don't want to be friends with. Simple as that, because you're not going to enjoy those interactions. Tip number 3 is do stuff that you love, you know? Don't do things because you feel obligated to. Do things because you love them. And that kind of goes hand in hand with tip number 1. Tip number 4 would be don't worry about that whole not having kissed anyone thing. It's overrated. Don't rush it, because you'll feel like an idiot. Nope. You'll feel like an idiot. And the final tip would be a kind of my life's phrase in a way. Hold on, Boko. Hold on, Boko. Good save. But, oh, Dallas, you gotta freaking finish that. My life motto, and that's this: trust the process. Because if you trust that everything is going to be okay, then oftentimes it will turn out okay. And even if it doesn't turn out okay, it has to turn out somehow. You know, there has to be a point B. There is a tomorrow, and trusting that you're going to get to that tomorrow is huge, especially for somebody young and 14. So those are my 5 tips that I would give myself 6 years ago. I like that question a lot. What is your favorite TV series / movie? I'll answer both. My favorite TV series is The Walking Dead, and it just recently came back, and the first episode made me feel all comfortable and stuff, but I just know that they're going to rip my soul out in this next episode coming up, because they set it up brilliantly for that, and so I'm fully expecting my heart to go explode. That was not a good pass. Ooh, that's not a good pass. McCormick. Oh, what a hero. What a hero. So Walking Dead's my favorite TV series. My favorite movie, I switch back and forth a lot, but currently I watched Inglourious Bastards for the first time in a while the other day. God, what a good movie. I just love Quentin Tarantino. He's a good guy. Good filmmaker. Good at making the films. I'm going to have a go from way out here. It was on target. But yes, that's my favorite TV series and my favorite movie. And we are headed to halftime right now with 2 goals from Reed, who has just said, "Coach, I want to be in the starting 11. He has demanded it, and at this point, I can't argue with that. He is getting results, and I'm going to put him in our starting 11. Because Reed is he's been a hero. He's been a wonderful, wonderful player for the team, and he's been a great inspiration for the guys. And we are up 2-0 at halftime in this Johnstone Paint Trophy cup tie. And I'm very proud of the guys, because obviously this is not a priority cup. But they every time they go out on the pitch, they want to win, because these guys, all they do is win. No matter what, that's all they do is win. Oh, you're going to call me offsides? You're going to call me offsides? That wasn't offsides. You're a jerk. Let's get to the next question. If you could be anywhere in the world right now, where would you want to be? Probably the place I want to end up living, and that would be Los Angeles, California. I just love the people there. The people that I've come to know through things like YouTube. I love them. I've had nothing but positive experiences with the humans who I call my friends who currently reside in Los Angeles. And those are the people who I want to spend my time and energy around. I want to make things with. So that's where I would want to be. Hold on, they've got a counterattack going right now. Let's defend a little bit better, please. Ooh. We have a bit of a different back 4 today. 3 out of the 4 of our defense are different players. Of course, Brett Ball's on the field, because he can't not be on the field, because he's our captain, our leader, our fearless leader. But different guys in the back 4. And you just dribbled it out of bounds. Next question. What makes the difference in general between something good and something great to you? Gosh, what a question. I think something good and something great comes down less to me as a consumer of whatever thing it is and more to the creator, right? Because a lot of people make good things, but when those things become great, I think, is when I can feel the passion from whoever created that thing. That's when it becomes great. Oh, Dallas. But Reed. I want a hat trick. No, I want a hat trick. Oh, dang it. That's when it becomes great, is when the creator really loves it. Because I've made tons of good things in my life that I don't really like. And I feel like that's true of a lot of people. They've made things that they don't really like, but they would still consider good. But when it becomes great is when, because I'm a huge advocate of, if you don't love whatever you're making or putting out into the world, then there's no freaking possible way that your audience can love it. Because there has to be that sort of audience connect. You have to love what you're doing for the audience to then be able to love it, because there has to be love involved. You know what I'm saying, man? It's getting hippie-ish. Maybe I'm a hippie. Who knows? Bit of a hippie, actually. All right, next question. What is something in your life that you had to overcome and are proud of for overcoming? I don't know if it's in the past tense at this point, but hold the phone. Hold the phone. Oh, what a save keeper. Ooh, but read. Oh, I really want that hat trick. This is something that I not necessarily past tense, I overcame it, but am continuously overcoming and will be for the rest of my life overcoming. Oh my gosh, Dallas is making a run. Dallas is making a run. Oh, me. Oh, man. And that is, that's depression. I am clinically depressed. I am diagnosed as such, and that's kind of a condition for life. And I will be dealing with that and sort of the repercussions of that for the rest of my life. And so far, over the past 2 years or so, as it's gotten to be worse and therefore better, I feel like I've really learned how to deal with it. And I'm proud of myself for that. That's because I was in some dark places. That was definitely not a good cross, but this is a good time to make some substitutions. So yes, depression is my answer for you. Who's tired? A lot of people. Morgan, you've played well, but I want to get... Who do I want to get in there? Alessandra. Let's get Big Conzo in there for Reed. I'm going to take him out even though he hasn't gotten his hat trick. I know, it's not customary. Let's get Boko and put Blizzard back where he belongs in a defensive midfield. He's playing out of position. So yeah, depression is my answer for you. Let's get to the last question I have here, and that is, why do you think it is important to create things, even if only for yourself? I don't think this is true for everyone, that it's important to create things, because some people just aren't creative people, and that's totally fine and rad. I love that. People can be different types of people. For me, I think it's important to create things because I am a creative person, because I do sort of judge my experience based on the things I create with that experience. That's how I exist. That's what I did. And even if, I would say, to rephrase the question, especially if just for yourself. Especially if just for yourself, because everything I create has to be in some way for me, because if it isn't for me, then why did I create it? And that kind of goes back to the what makes it good versus what makes it great question, because I made a lot of things in the past that were for other people, weren't really for me. They were good, but I wasn't happy with them because they weren't for me. They were for other people only. And it's good to make things for other people, but it's most important to make things for you. Big Conzo, look at him go. So yeah, it's kind of it's sort of looking at from a creative person's perspective. It's important to create things because if you're a creative person, that's what you're here to do in a way. That's sort of what drives you. That's what your existence is defined by, is the things that you create. So to create is to just be you, and to not create is to not listen to yourself, but thought that was going to be Big D. He's had a nice solid game up top. Hasn't scored any goals, but he's been a presence in the box, as always. Oh, Big Conzo. Get it in the box. Oh, man. Oh, man. I thought that was going to be a goal. So yeah, those are the questions. I'm gonna do Questionably Awesomes periodically on this channel as I play for Plymouth Argyle. Gosh, no. Oh, we still have not given up a goal all season. I love it. But I'll be doing these on this channel, so if you have questions for me, have suggestions for videos, leave them in the comments. But it does not matter. We win. We move on to the next round of the Johnstone Paint Trophy with 2 goals from Reed. What a win. We are still yet to give up a goal on the year. Brett Ball, our captain. McCormick has been perfect. Wow, and so have Plymouth Argyle. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.